Netflix is overflowing with choices. New drops every week, top 10 lists everywhere. But you? You keep going back to the same comfort show, the same old sitcom, the same true crime series you already know by heart, the same movie you could recite in your sleep. And people say, why don't you watch something new? Here's the topic. Rewatching isn't a bad habit. It's a mental health behavior. It's your brain trying to regulate itself using something familiar. Stay with me, because once you see the psychology behind this, you'll stop judging yourself for it, and you'll understand exactly what your mind is asking for when you hit play again. We live in a culture addicted to next. Next episode, next trend, next recommendation. The algorithm pushes novelty like it's a personality trait. But some people ignore all of it. They choose what they already know, not because they can't change, because they know what makes them feel steady. So let's break it down. There are 4 common types of rewatchers, and each one is your brain solving a different problem. Type 1. The steady ground seeker. For this person, life feels unstable. Work is unpredictable. Relationships feel messy. The world feels loud. And their nervous system is tired of surprises. So they choose a story that won't hurt them. They already know the outcome. They know the tension resolves. They know the bad moment passes. That predictability gives their body relief. This isn't about entertainment. It's about safety. A familiar show becomes a small, controlled environment. It's the mental version of locking the door and finally exhaling. Type 2. The brain off recharger. These people aren't bored. They're maxed out. All day they've been thinking, deciding, solving, managing, performing, and by the end of the day, their brain is done. New content takes effort. New characters, new plot lines, new attention demands. That's not relaxing. That's another task. Rewatching is low-demand comfort. Your brain doesn't have to track anything. It can rest while still feeling occupied. This is basically cognitive energy conservation. You're not chasing stimulation, you're reducing mental friction. Type 3. The memory holder. For this type, the show is not the point. The feeling is the point. That show is tied to a time in their life, a summer, a relationship, a version of themselves they miss. So when they rewatch, they're not rewatching the plot. They're revisiting a chapter of their identity. That's why people get emotional during scenes they've already seen. They're not reacting to the scene, they're reacting to what that scene represents. The show stayed the same. They didn't. And rewatching is how they touch something familiar inside themselves again. Type 4. The pattern catcher. These people rewatch because their mind likes layers. They don't want new. They want deeper. They notice background details, foreshadowing, subtle facial expressions, a line that means something different the second time, a tiny clue that changes the whole story. They're not repeating, they're extracting. This often matches an analytical style and high curiosity. For them, the show is a puzzle, and rewatching is how they see what they missed. Now here's what all 4 types have in common. They're not stuck, they're not lazy, they're not failing to grow. They're selecting what their mind needs in that moment. The steady ground seeker is calming their nervous system. The brain off recharger is saving mental energy. The memory holder is reconnecting with meaning. The pattern catcher is deepening experience. In a world that worships novelty, rewatchers understand something simple. Sometimes new is overrated. Sometimes familiar is what keeps you functional. Quick self-test. If you press play because you feel anxious, you're type 1. If you press play because you feel exhausted, you're type 2. If you press play because you miss a time in your life, you're type 3. If you press play because you want to catch what you missed, you're type 4. So, which one are you? Comment your type. And tell me the one show or movie that instantly makes you feel better. If this made you understand yourself more, hit subscribe.